Hello, everyone. I have a question. What has been done by the organization of Jehovah's Witnesses to protect youths from predators, from people that would take advantage of them? I want people to comment down below, send me email. If there's something on jw.org, which I haven't found anything yet, but if there is something there, let me know. And while you do that, let's take a look at what another religious organization has done to protect youths. Because if this is something that is abhorrent to God, that is the taking advantage of young people, of children, if this is something that is abhorrent to God, which we all know it is, wouldn't God's one and only organization do something about it? Follow me if you have your computers available or your tablets. Let's look and see what another organization has done. Because far as I know, and I'll wait on you guys to see if you can find something. But as far as I know, the Jehovah's Witnesses have not done anything with regards to child and youth protection. So if you have your tablets or computer available, let's go to www.usccb.org and go to the section that talks about child and youth protection. Or you can just Google Catholic Child and Youth Protection, and I'm sure that that'll pop up in your search feed. So while you do that, we'll go ahead and we'll go over some of the things that the Catholic Church is doing to protect children. And of course, we all know that Jehovah's Witnesses feel like the Catholic Church is a false religion. Catholic Church, their standards are below theirs. Now, I'm not going to speak on the validity of the Catholic Church's religion, but let's look at the standards for protecting children. Is the Catholic Church's standards higher, or is the Jehovah's Witnesses standards higher in protecting children? Let's just be honest about this. If the Jehovah's Witness standards are higher, then I'll put it right here on the video, because we're going to be 100% honest about everything. Which is higher? If you're a witness, you have to think that your organization has a higher standard. Now, you guys may be at the website, and we'll just kind of peruse around this website and see what they have here. So the website has an article under Child and Youth Protection. There's a section that says mandate and goals for the committee that they have put in place. I'll read a little bit about that. And it says the committee assists the bishops both collectively and individually on all matters related to child and youth protection. And it oversees the development of the conference's plans and programs for child and youth protection. The committee provides the bishops with comprehensive planning and recommendations concerning child and youth protection by coordinating the efforts of the staff and the National Review board. So this is a very organized effort to work towards a safer environment for young people. And let's look at another thing here, because wouldn't we all agree that with regards to protecting children and with regards to the child molestation that has gone on in the organization, saying Jehovah will fix it and doing nothing is unacceptable. It's unacceptable to people in the community. It would be unacceptable to God. So if the Jehovah's Witnesses have not done anything, and the Catholic Church is here working to protect children, we have a large problem with the concept that God has got one organization and it's the Jehovah's Witnesses. Because their standards with regards to their treatment of, let's say, Bethelites, their handling of child abuse is below par, even in worldly standards. Let's click on the section to your left in a little gray box. There's a section and it says who we are. Talking about this conference here. It says in Dallas, 2002, at their annual meeting, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops drafted a landmark document in response to the crisis of sexual abuse of children in the church. Let's stop there. Here on a Catholic website, they are admitting. Now, honestly, they may have the timing in all of this as to whether or not they did this soon enough is a different thing. But as of now, the Jehovah's Witnesses, as an organization, has not publicly admitted that I know of. And again, that's where that comment section is for. My email, I'll put that out. Let me know if I'm wrong. But the organization has not even admitted a problem, let alone started working on it. Here in this website, they are admitting a problem. Let's go back to our reading. The Catholic bishops drafted a landmark document in response to the crisis of sexual abuse of children in the church. This document, setting forth their agreed upon responsibilities in combating the problem, was entitled the Charter for the Protection of Children and Young People. So here they see, this is Catholic bishops, and I'm not trying to promote Catholicism. We're comparing the Catholic Church's stance and what they're doing to protect children and the Jehovah's Witnesses stance. And the Jehovah's Witnesses feel that they're superior. They feel that they're better. They feel that they're the one organization God is using. There would have to be some proof of that. It can't be doctrinal because they talk about new light. And what that really is doctrinal adjustments, such as the overlapping generations that needed to be installed there, because everyone knows the generation of 1914 is all but passing away, and they had to do something because they were about to look silly. So doctrinally, they're not superior to anyone that I know of with regards to this all important matter. How much more important a matter can there be than the safety of young people? They haven't done anything, which means that their standards across the board are worse than churches in Christendom that they criticize. Now let's look at in the gray box to your left again, or little brownish color box. Let's look where it says, click on victim assistance. And let's see what it says here. It says, the first obligation of the church with regard to victims is for healing and reconciliation. Dioceses, and I'll skip words that I don't know how to pronounce, continue to reach out to every person who has been a victim of sexual abuse as a minor by anyone in church service, whether that abuse is recent or occurred in the past. If you suffered abuse, it was not your fault. If you are a victim of sexual abuse by priest, deacon, or individual representing the Catholic Church, there are several things you can do. There's a few bullet points here. The first, contact the appropriate law enforcement agency, which can help determine options for making a criminal complaint. So here, instead of trying to handle things in-house, instead of just going to the elders and telling them what happened and having them question the person and from my understanding, question the person in front of the one that is being accused and asking all kinds of probing questions. Here, they're saying to contact the appropriate law enforcement agency. I want you to see this. I'm not making this up. www.usccb.org. Look it up for yourself. This is far and above superior to what the witnesses are doing. And do you mean to tell me that Satan is inspiring the Catholic Church? So, of course, the Satan would have been inspiring the Catholic Church to handle child abuse. And Jehovah and his spirit is inspiring the Jehovah's Witness organization. And he is inspiring the organization to do nothing with regards to child molestation, other than to say, well, God will take care of it. We have no responsibility in that with regard. Or the end of the world will be here soon and it'll just be all taken care of then. Look at the contrast. Look at the contrast here. They have a victim assistance coordinator here that people can contact. They have something here under safe environment. Let's click on safe environment. We're just being honest here. At any point where I'm mentioning something that is incorrect or that someone disagrees with, comment down below and we will discuss it as long as it's reasonable. It can't be some crazy, wild post. But as long as it's reasonable, we will discuss it. And this is not something that, oh, this is apostate or this is someone that is hating on witnesses. Who is hating on anyone? We're talking about facts. These are just the facts. Safe environment under that same website. Let's look at some of these bullet points. It says an effective safe environment program will have the following components: a code of conduct for clergy and for any other paid personnel and volunteers in positions of trust who have regular contact with children and young people. Training for all adults who work with children that consists of signs an adult may see in a child who is abused, signs an adult may see in a person who abuses children, what actions an adult should take when they believe child abuse of any kind may be occurring. A training program for children that includes age appropriate materials pertaining to personal safety that conforms to Catholic teaching. This is good. This is very good. I want a witness to look at this. I believe, if you're a Jehovah's Witness, you're not allowed to go inside of a church, but maybe you're allowed to go to this website and look at this for yourself. And you tell me if this is something that you should just let go and ignore and put in the back of your mind and pretend that you have the truth, which the signs of that would have to be that your organization would be better than organizations that you believe are being led by Satan, right? How could there be even a tie? How could there even be anything close in comparing an organization run by God and one run by Satan? Because what I just read there in this Catholic website, which again, I'm not trying to promote the Catholic Church, we are talking about Jehovah's Witnesses versus the Catholics with regards to the seriousness and the protection of youth and children in the congregation or at church or anywhere else who is upholding Christian standards with that regard. Answer truthfully. If you are a witness and you're watching this, are you capable of answering me truthfully without having to quickly turn off the video because you don't want to possibly question your leadership or your teachings? There's videos also. There's a facts section. And there is a lot more information here. We won't go over all of that right now. So you guys look it over. That is www.usccb.org. Go to Child and Youth Protection. Go to that section and tell me if you think the organization, the Jehovah's Witnesses, are keeping up with the Catholic Church with regard to their protection of children. And it's something that is contrasts because of the organization, and they're pointing the finger at the Catholic Church for so long. They've been pointing the finger at the Catholic Church and anything that they could find that they thought was below standard. So it's very ironic that with regards to something that is as serious as it gets, there aren't too many issues that are more serious than child protection, youth protection, child molestation. It doesn't get any worse or more serious. And you mean to tell me that the Catholic Church has got all this in place and are telling its members to contact the authorities, and the Jehovah's Witnesses are doing nothing, and you think that they have the truth just because they knock on doors? Because they knock on doors and give you a watchtower and a wake, you believe that they have the truth. So I'll give you my information. I want you to let me know if you think I'm wrong. Uh, I have no agenda, otherwise I wouldn't be giving you this information. But if you think I'm wrong or you have some facts that you'd like to share, contact me at bethelite@yahoo.com. That's the email, or a number that you can call to discuss issues, and the phone call is confidential. There's no way anyone will find out that you called the number uh, or what we spoke about. The number is 937-607-5085. Again, that is 937-607-5085. This is something very serious to consider. Comment down below so that we can start the discussion. And you have a good day. This is ex Bethelite signing out.